So you've finally landed in South Korea and you're ready for a once-in-a-lifetime Korean getaway. But first things first, you've got to navigate your way from Incheon International Airport to the city of Seoul. And in this video, we'll take a step-by-step look at the various options that exist to help you make your way into the city effortlessly. We'll compare the pros and the cons of the taxi, subway, and local buses. And with that said,
so one thing you absolutely must do is pick up a T-Money card. So a T-Money card is a little plastic card that you load with cash, and this is going to basically be your entrance onto all this public transportation, including buses and subways. Not only in Seoul, but in most parts of the country. So you can get this at CU down in the basement. Some of the convenience stores do sell it, however, not all of them. So look for a sign that says you can get a T-Money card. This is going to be a lifesaver. If you don't get it here, don't worry, you can pick it up once you get to your final destination. Almost every convenience store in Seoul will be selling them. So you'll buy the card anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 won, and then you charge it with money. So I would put maybe 20,000 or 50,000 won on it, and then whenever you try to get on the bus or the subway, you will scan that card, as a lot of them don't take cash anymore. So that is a must. But if you can't get your T-Money card at a convenience store, head down to the basement right next to the Railroad Express station here. You will see machines that sell the T-Money cards, 5,000 won. You pick it up here and then take it to the machine right here to charge it up. So it's 5,000 won for the actual card itself. It's cash only. So make sure you have a little bit of Korean won, and then step over to the next vending machine. You'll put in your card, and then you'll also put in money. Again, recommend somewhere probably between 20 and 50,000, just to kind of start you off. You can always stop in any subway station or in another convenience store and just kind of top it off, pay as you go. That's going to give you discounts on your public transportation, but also just give you access to the subways, the buses. You can even use it in taxis and other places. It's great for use around most parts of South Korea. So once you've taken care of everything that you need to do here in the airport, then it is time to go. Let's get this vacation started. So you have a few different options to get to the center of Seoul or to other parts of the country. One of them, you can rent a car. I'm not sure if I'd recommend that, but if that's something that you're interested in, that is an option. But most people will take one of 4 different options. So after you have exited the arrivals hall here in the basement, you're gonna have a few different options. The first option, the first little island here, this is for buses. And these are intercity buses. So if you go to the left, it's gonna take you to Incheon. If you go over to the right, it'll take you to different places around Seoul. You can also catch buses that will take you all around the country. So this is one option. Also, if you come outside, you'll see that some hotels do offer shuttle services, so check with your hotel to see if that's a service that they offer. If they do, find the signs to your specific hotel and then they will meet you there. So the buses are an affordable and really convenient way to get around, especially if you're staying in a different part of Seoul City other than somewhere around Seoul Station. You want to make sure you buy your ticket before you get on the bus. This section is divided by different regions, so where you are going in the city. Once you have your ticket, you're going to find the appropriate platform or stand with the number clearly listed. There's also signs in English, and then just wait. The buses come very frequently. They are affordable. One great thing is that the driver will also help you with putting on and taking off your bags. If you're traveling with a lot of luggage, it's really useful because they will assist you also once you get to your destination. So the price is going to depend on where you are going. For example, this bus 6705A is going to Jamsil. So if you're staying around Lotte World, this is a bus for you. The next bus departs at 4:30 p.m. and the fare is 18,000 Korean won, and that will get you down to Jamsil. So much cheaper than a taxi, a little bit more expensive than the train, but you don't have to transfer. You will want to pre-book your ticket from the airport. There's 2 different options. One, you can go to the clerk here and they will help you get set up with that. You can tell them where you're going. They usually speak enough English that they'll be able to assist you, or you can use one of the automatic machines here. Tell it where you're going and pay for it there. Make sure you have a credit card that will allow you to pay for that, and once it spits out the ticket, you're going to take that with all the relevant information and line up. So if I want to purchase using the machine, everything is in English. I can also buy tickets not just to Seoul, but also from all around the country. I will just simply choose where I am going, so then give me a menu with different times, and then how much the price is. So this is very easy. Once I'm done, it will then print it out. So this will only accept credit cards. So if you don't have credit cards and you only have cash, you're going to want to check with one of the kiosks here, and a real person will help you with that. For those of you arriving later in the evening, there are limited options as far as the bus goes. However, there are late night buses to Gyeonggi-do. You'll want to check the signage in the terminal for more information. So if I want to get into the city a little bit faster, instead of taking the bus, I can take a taxi. So I'm just going to cross over to the very next little island over here. And this is where you can find taxis. So it's divided into different sections. So the taxis are a quick option to get into Seoul. However, depending on the time of day and how many people there are, you're going to be paying anywhere from maybe 60 to 80,000 Korean won for the privilege of getting to Seoul. It's going to take about an hour or so depending on traffic and where you are going. If you really want to get there quickly, that is one way to do it. If you're traveling with a lot of people, it might make sense. However, I actually don't take the taxi. I will just take public transportation, but it does exist if that's something that you want to do. And the last way to get to the center of Seoul especially is to take the airport railroad or the subway. You're going to just want to follow the signs down to the basement. So one option you have to get into Seoul is to take the all-stop train. So this is going to stop at a few different stops. It's going to take a little bit longer than the non-stop, of course, but it doesn't take that much longer. The disadvantages are, though, there's no assigned seats, so you might be standing up, especially if it's crowded. The advantages, though, it's much cheaper, but it's going to take you to Seoul Station. You can also then transfer to line number 1 or 4 very easily. So once you have your T-Money card, you're simply going to walk over to one of these stands and you're going to place your card right here where it says card. Once it has beeped, just place it down for about 2 seconds. The doors will open, you'll walk through. Once you get to your exit, to your final destination, you will scan once again. But just follow the instructions. It'll be super easy. Just make sure you have your T-Money card. The other option is to use the express train, and that's what we're going to do. And then over here is the express train. It will take you to Seoul Station in 43 minutes. If you're starting at Terminal 1, if you're starting at Terminal 2, you'll start there first. Takes 51 minutes non-stop. The advantages to this is that you have an assigned seat. It's extra comfortable. There is storage for your luggage, and it's just a lot less crowded. The disadvantages, much more expensive, 11,000 won. Sometimes you can get a discount depending on what airline you fly in on, so be sure to check that, keep your ticket. The other disadvantage is that it doesn't go as frequently. It leaves about every 30 minutes or so. So you might have to wait a while to board the next train, which kind of defeats the timing of it. However, I think it's much more comfortable, especially after a long flight, because it's not as crowded. You have that assigned seat, and yeah, there's places to put your luggage, and I almost never have to sit next to a stranger. So that's what we're going to be taking today. We're going to be taking the express train back to Seoul Station. So I have my express train ticket. My train leaves in 18 minutes, so I'm going to head through this side over here. What's important is whenever you take the express train, guys, make sure you keep this ticket. You're going to need it for your exit once you get to Seoul Station. So I scanned this, and then now I will go downstairs. Again, because this is a ticket and this is the express train only, I need to check out what car and seat number I have for my journey. I've got about a 43-minute journey to Seoul Station non-stop. So I have car number 3 and seat number 6A. So simply look on the top here. Orange is the color of the express train. So you'll see here it says 3. 3 is my car number, which means I'm on the right car. And then it's going to start from the back 13D up until 1A. It's going to go in that order. I am forward facing. I'm not going to be riding backwards. So once the train arrives, I'm simply going to board this specific car. Again, want to make sure I have the correct car number as it shows on my ticket, find my assigned seat, and then just sit back and relax. Quick, easy, painless, non-stop trip over to the center of Seoul. Once we've got there, we are free to go. We're free to start our trip. Can't wait. So it'd be nice to take a little bit of a nap. So once we have arrived here at Seoul Station, we have a few different options. We can exit and take a taxi, take a bus, or we can connect to the local subway system. Going through Seoul Station is 2 different subway lines, as you will see here. We have line number 1, which will take you to certain places, and then line number 4 is to take you to certain places such as Myeongdong. So if you're going to Myeongdong, you will just follow the signs to line number 4, and then you're going to transfer right here through Seoul Station. So it's also worth noting that even if Seoul isn't your final destination, if you're going to other places, perhaps you are transferring to Busan, you can come down to Seoul Station and then connect easily to the KTX, which is Korea's bullet train, their high-speed train. It'll whip you down to Busan in under 3 hours, or to different parts of Korea. So you just want to follow the signs. Again, everything's in English here, and there are people around that can help you if you need help. If you don't want to transfer to another subway line here, what you can do is you can take one of the exits. So there are 15 different exits here at Seoul Station. You're going to want to find out which one is going to get you closest to where you are wanting to go. 15 is closest to the Airport Express. Exits 1 through 14 are scattered all around. You're going to want to look at the signs to find out which way you need to go. If we take a look at the signs right in front of me, this way will take us through exits 9-1 all the way to exit 14. And this side says exit 1 through 9. So you're going to look for these yellow blocks up there in order to determine where you need to go. All right, so you have successfully navigated your way into the city from the airport. It's easy, convenient, and of course very safe. Now the fun begins. You get to do whatever you want in Seoul. If you don't know what to do, we put together the perfect travel guide vlog. It's over 100 things to see, do, and of course eat while you're in Seoul City. Check it out over here. And don't forget to check out our Korea Travel Guide PDF in the pinned comments down below. All right, have a great day. See you later. Bye.